What's going on, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your boy Rounder. So if you didn't channel, subscribe, do all that great stuff. Alright man, today is the different kind of video because I want to show you guys the workflow of a CG artist, man, because not a lot of people know that, I mean, it's a lot of work, but let's begin. Alright man, what is a CG artist? CG artists are people who create the things that are not real. You can't find them in real life. Even if you go to space, you ask God, you ask Satan, you ain't gonna get it. All right, this is beyond the ordinary world. So basically, being a VFX artist, you really need to think about, okay, are you trying to tell a story? What kind of story you want to tell? Let's begin. First thing you want to do is you want to write a script. Now a script could take like 5-6 pages of thinking, meditation, doing yoga. These guys, man, you don't even know what script writing is. So basically, script writing, you basically telling the story, like what the story is about, how people are gonna get inspired by it. What is the final result? What you're trying to accomplish with it? What are the characters involved? What's gonna happen? Their personality, all that. So that is basically script writing, and that could take a week to do, man. It can take 3 days, 4 days, depends on how fast you are. So basically, when you're done with script writing, you can go and watch some movies and show. The next step you want to think about is, okay, all the characters, how am I going to get them? That is the question. Are you going to get them from a VFX artist, or are you going to make them yourself? Now, again, this is a very win-win situation because I don't tend to see it as, oh, if I want to get it from a CG artist, I'm downgrading myself. No, because some CG artists, they got the say for example, you need a character like Liu Kang. If he got Liu Kang perfectly modeled, get it from him, man. It's a community. Like, CG artists, they share their stuff with artists. So, always feel free to, always get, that from other CG artists rather than making yourself, because it saves time. Because time is very, very important, man. Alright, yo, so when you're done getting your 3D models, now you guys are thinking, oh, yes, it's over. It's time to start animating. Slow down. I got pause you right there, man. Now, next thing you want to do is get a texture. Now, what is texturing? Now, basically, if you import a 3D model character, it's gonna look like that. Yeah, it's gonna be all white and shit. So you really need to add some colors to him. All right, the colors requires that you try to make it look a very much realistic kind of a 3D model that you want to get. Anyways, you have to get the textures. If the textures are 4K, 8K, 2K, you really need to get the textures. All right, so when you've done texturing, you're like, yes, it's over. Nope, I gotta slow you down right there. You gotta go into rigging. Now, what is rigging? Rigging is basically, y'all remember when you were kids, you go to puppet show, you see all this puppet, they be moving around. Now somebody's controlling the puppets from maybe their zone, so basically that's what rigging is. You got to create controls for your character so you can be moved and do some actions and just move like a regular person, right? Which will take a lot of time to animate. Yes, so you have to go into rigging. Now I use Cinema 4D. Cinema 4D does also have their character rig. I use the advanced beep. It's really good, because I really studied how to really get that perfect rigging. I don't really do much editing in the weighting because they already I do understand how the rig process work in Cinema 4D, so that is a win-win for me. But again, rigging is still a lot of work. Like, for example, you got to get the fingers, you got to get the neck, the spine, the legs. Oh my god, man, every goddamn bones in your body, man. So when that is done, you're thinking, okay, I'm ready to animate. Slow down, you got to do face rigging. Now, what is face rigging? You see, I'm talking right now, there are many stuff going on my face. The joints are moving, the eyes are moving, everything is moving on my face. So you really need to get some blend shapes, all right? You need to get some poses on your face, all right? Like when she's smiling, when your character is sad, when your character moves his eyeballs left, right, you need to really get all those base poses together. So when that is done, you can now blend it, and you gotta test it if it actually blends properly. And just a quick sample of how I do that is on the screen right there. It's a lot of work, man. And thankfully, I use motion capture to get the face performance because I don't have time to animate the face. If I was gonna animate the face manually, it'd take forever. It'd take a year to do, man. I'm serious. Because think about it, like every frame, something is moving on your face. So again, I don't do that manually. I use a face motion capture, which has really helped me in my animation. However, my first CG I did, Dark Side, and the one with the DC, I manually animated the face, which was not too bad, but I didn't like it, to be honest. I didn't like it. Anyways, I use face motion capture. It's easier for me. So once that is done, you really want to connect all the blend shape or the base poses together, so you can actually, you know, have that to work with the motion capture suit or the motion capture app that you have. Yeah, you got to do that. So, you know, after that is done, the next thing you want to do is you want to create some extra you know, stuff on your character. For example, do you want your character to have hair? You want to create her own, you know, type of hair, eyebrow. You know, if it's girls, you need to do more work because they got to create their fancy hair, got to create their you know, mascara stuff. So, you know, these are all just, you know, additional details to sort of make your characters look a little bit more realistic and sort of like enjoyable, you know. So once that is done, you're done with the 3D model. Now keep in mind that if you're working with 25 characters, you're gonna do that for each and every character. And what's funny is that if you want to change their clothes, like for example in my previous CG video, I had two versions of Flash. Alright, I had the Flash, you know, the first one. I didn't really like that one, and then I had to change because I just didn't like it, to be honest. You really need to rig those twice, okay? So keep in mind for that. Again, it's a lot of work. So once that is done, you're done with your character, you're ready to start animating. But hold up, you gotta now go into the environment. Now, environment creation is not really, I don't feel environment creation is a huge challenge for me, except if it's a city you're trying to create, like New York. You know, obviously there's a lot of details that goes in there, and you really need to watch out for the, you know, the capacity of your 3D software, because, you know, if you have a lot of materials or items, yeah, your stuff's going to be crashing a lot. So you really need to think about how you're going to optimize that. All right, again, it's a lot of work. Environment creation, I usually get it for reference from the real life world, because it's real life world. So why don't you get it rather than imagining it, right? Like for example, the one I did with the desert, I got it. I just searched on Google desert, and that gave me a desert. So I was like, okay, I'm going to use this as my environment, and it worked perfectly for me. So again, environment creation isn't, I don't find it that difficult. It's just that if you want to add really additional details, you really need to spend hours building that. So once you're done with your environment, you can now bring in your characters and go on to the fun part, which is animating. And now animation takes forever to do. To be honest, it does take quite a while, man. You know, because every frame something is moving, you know, in your character. Like for me, I usually do like a 10-second or 20-second of animation for a day. That's how it works. I don't really do like now think about this, man. If you're doing that for a day, and then your total movie is like 6 minutes, it's gonna take you 3 months or so. So now sometimes it's more than a day. It depends on how I'm willing to work that day, you know. So because I'm doing other things, man, I'm busy, man. You know, I spread my activities. I can't really do CG for 5-6 hours. I get bored. So I really need to spread my activities to do other things. After all the animation, you gotta render. Now rendering takes forever. Oh, I forgot to mention camera is very important, man. You know, so the camera movement is also a very huge step in creating this CG short animation, because that will really make it look cinematic, like the Hollywood kind of look. So keep in mind, you gotta know how to use the camera properly. Anyways, so basically that's everything about, you know, animation and what VFX artists usually do. Now I didn't really go into depth, you know, because there's still much more to talk about. I'm just telling you guys the basics, okay? As you can see that it's a lot of work. So, you know, if you really have that mindset to do it, man. I do it because I enjoy it, to be honest. I don't do it because I want to make money out of it. I do it because I enjoy it, all right? Now, VFX artists, they do make a lot of money, but again, they do it because they enjoy it. That's the most important thing. So that concludes this video. I hope you guys learned about how I do some of my work. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about, you know, the workflow. If you're trying to start, you know, learning VFX, just get ready for a lot of learning, because and challenges along the way, because it's really challenging. But again, you're gonna overcome it if you're determined. So yeah, I'll just say good luck, and you can always ask questions from others and they'll be willing to help. Anyways, that concludes this video. If you guys like it, give it a thumbs up. I'm going to see you guys next time. By the way, I got episode 2 coming. So yeah, man, we're gonna. Should I show you a sneak peek? Okay, I'm gonna show you a sneak peek.
This is Captain Marvel.
There you go. That's it. I'm gonna see you guys next time. Take it easy, and we are out of here.
I love the way you they comfort me, and you know to they comfort me. Unless I ask you to.